Welcome back to the Butt Chug Podcast, everyone. This is episode 89, and we are here with a special guest today. We are here with Matt and JT, and this is a Cobra Light episode. We have a special guest. Chuggalo Stev is here. Welcome, Steve.
Hey, everybody.
Frequent commenter, frequent listener.
So this just goes to show you the zero prep that we do. Steve, when did you find out you were going to be on the podcast today?
25 minutes ago, and 20 of that was driving here.
So that just goes to show you that it's a fast-moving, ever-changing podcast. Wow, it's just fantastic.
Yeah,
what a development.
What a wonderful treat it was to hear that Matt was communicating with you to get you here when I arrived. And welcome.
And it only started, 24 hours ago. You said that you had beers you wanted to drop off. I said, I want to give you beers. I found out 12 hours ago that it was going to be a Cobra Light episode. So I go, well, we've got, an empty spot at the table. Okay. Yeah. And he's all the entertainment. So now you're going to be all the entertainment for this.
Well, I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, yeah. So this just goes to show you that if you are a Chuggalo, a loyal Chuggalo such as Steve, you have your shot. You'll have your shot to join the show.
Right.
So you are one of, not including the wives, because they're a part of the back end.
Not including the wives.
He's the second one.
The
after
second
Dr.
non-brewery person. Non-business person.
Non-business person. Unless you have a business affiliation you want to talk about.
I'll always plug C-Jacks.
C-Jacks.
God forbid. It's all I do with my time is cooking. I work at C-Jacks. Local restaurant, I guess.
On that note, Steve, tell us about yourself.
Okay, first, my name is Steve. Hi, nice to meet you.
Cheers, Steve.
Yeah,
welcome.
Cheers. I'll do a cheers. Yeah, I'm not shy. Wow, I was super unprepared. I should have brought notes.
It's all right. That's fine.
Yeah, so I'm Steve. I work at C-Jacks with Chris's girlfriend?
The Sues.
The Sues. I work with the Sues in the kitchen, and that's how I found out about you guys.
Yeah.
I was working at DLM for a minute, and then I came back to C-Jacks, and that's how I found out about you guys. Started listening, and then they let me listen to music when I was working at DLM, so I just blasted through every single episode. Seriously.
Wow, I'm glad that DLM has been exposed to the BCP.
Yeah, so I've...
And for outsiders, DLM is Dorothy Lane Market, right?
Dorothy Lane Market.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Because I've been there once in my life.
They are like a premium market. I think if you're in
sort
Illinois,
of like Whole Foods, maybe.
I think they're a little bit more
Trader Joe's
ritzy than even those types of places. They're more like your neighborhood market. Really, if you're in Illinois, think Mariano's.
Gotcha.
Mariano's, I think is it called. It's like a more up end market,
like Sendix.
They really cater
is it carpeted?
to. It's not carpeted.
No. Okay.
But they really cater to like a more of a shopping experience. This is just me. Now you work there, so you can jump in.
I can't really speak for the whole experience, but I literally just caught killer brownies.
Yeah, killer brownies are like their big thing. You also can go there and you can go to the butcher
so much.
And you can get meat and they'll cook it right there for you.
Yeah,
so if you're at lunchtime, you don't want to buy steaks for your whole family. You just want to selfishly get one for yourself. They will cook it on the grill right there for you. They also have taps and wine tasting.
They got pizzas.
Every day.
Cook steak right there.
They'll cook steak right there for you. You tell them how rare you want it, and
they're not very good at it.
They'll cook cheeseburgers. They'll cook fish.
I can't promise you you'll get the right temp, but
holy buckets!
Yeah,
every
cheeseburger I've ever gotten from Dorothy Lane. I would say that's the second best burger in all of Dayton.
Wow,
it's the Dorothy Lane Market.
Is C-Jacks number one
burger.
Please say yes.
I've not been to C-Jacks. My current number one is Sliders.
Okay.
On Watervliet. Watervliet.
Yeah, right by
Watervliet.
Yeah. Right by Belmont Beach.
Like Truth and Triumph.
Yeah, Belmont Park.
Yeah.
Belmont
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's right over there. That's my number one, but Dorothy Lane's number two.
I will say this:
C-Jacks is going to take us.
All right, it'll take up.
C-Jacks has the best French fries in Dayton.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
I agree with that.
That's good to know.
A great beer menu, and Chris talked about that on episode 88. But when I go there, I always try to get fish or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I'm hearing. You should go there and get like fish and chips or something.
Yeah, we do all kinds of stuff.
All right.
And granted, we've been closed for the last 2 months almost. But
break it here. Is it opening soon?
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. This is exclusive. They're doing taco dinner kits.
Oh, excellent.
To go.
Yes, to go. It's just taco dinner. 4 tacos, all the fixins, slaw, boom boom sauce, which is like a ketchup mayonnaise thing going on. pico de gallo, black beans and rice, $25. Call ahead.
Sounds awesome.
Figure it out.
Awesome.
Jack's Tavern.
For the Mo people, that's the first weekend of June 2020.
Yeah, so
Which-
10 years ago, we chowed down on some.
Obviously,
really good
like,
tacos,
in
I
2030,
swear.
you're looking back on 2020, you're like, that year was erased from our history.
Yeah.
But
That was a wash.
we're talking about the first weekend in June. So if you listen to this episode later, you probably missed it, or they're fully open now.
I pray.
But that sounds awesome. And Boom Boom sauce would probably go well with Boom sauce.
Boom sauce.
We had
A
that on
delicious
tap
Yeah.
a while ago. Yeah, about a year ago or so.
Okay.
Whenever they had it.
Yeah, it's pretty
More
readily
hobo, I
stocked
think, right?
at Arrow in
Yeah.
Oakwood.
So, besides you being a loyal listener, the one thing that turned me on to you is the fact that you're super young.
Oh.
Yeah, well, and all your muscles, you're killer. But it's the fact that you've got a diverse beer palate, and share with everyone how old you are.
Excuse me, I'm 23.
Yeah, so I wasn't even drinking
24.
quality beer
Yeah.
at 23. I
Very
was
good
drinking
point.
Bud Light and Miller Lite. But you have a solid palate at 23. So what are your beer preferences? Like, give me like a top 3, like, you always go after them.
Recently, I just tried one called Straight Hash Homie from D20. I couldn't tell you the name of the brewery off the top of my head, but I can check on Untappd.
That's right, you're also a D20 Mafia
Yeah,
guy. Yep.
I've become pretty good friends with Andrew and Chrissy as recent as the last 6 or 8 months. It's like the first date where my now fiance and I went, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, they're great people. We don't live too far away, and that's kind of our usual stomping grounds other than C-Jacks.
Sorry, Stacey.
But yeah, that's
So this hash beer, what type of beer was that?
Yeah.
it was like a double IPA, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So IPAs, Hophead.
IPA, yeah. Honest to God, I'll drink anything as long as it tastes good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, otherwise I was going to leave you. You were going to leave with much different beer until you said that. It
See
tastes
ya.
good.
I know both of you don't like Wild Ohio, but the peach beer is like that's up there for me.
Well, Steve, this concludes your time on the BP.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah,
That my girlfriend loves it, and
You can say fiance
Is
now.
that,
sorry.
is that gluten free as well?
I believe so.
Okay, so it
It
falls in the
doesn't
same
taste like
category.
the dog shit
The
that
black
is
cherry,
the
I think, is what
black
it is.
cherry.
Yeah.
You can bleep out all my swear words later.
Oh yeah. We're a very clean podcast.
But I don't know. I really like stouts too.
You're in store for today then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You came the right day.
Oh, Peppy.
JT, do you have any news?
Yeah, a couple things for discussion. First, this we don't even have to discuss it, but Tavor has apparently saved a lot of craft beer
They have.
places. I believe that month over month they've increased their user base. Since February, they have beaten every month as far as new user signups go. Not sure about sales, didn't say.
The sad thing is, because they have a lot of, I've used them multiple times. They have a lot of desirables. They sell out way too quick. So now if you're not on, if you get the notification and you don't buy that beer in the first 5 minutes, it's
You're
gone.
out.
It's
Yikes.
And it's usually like when I was deployed this last fall, I would get 24 hours. Like if I was sleeping when it tripped, besides some of the high impact packs. Now, because my best friend Chuggalo Mikey and I have been trying to team up and do the same beer. He'll be like, "Oh, do this," and our sleep schedules are completely inverse, and it's not available.
That's not fun.
Yeah, that's one of the shitty parts about growth is that the old school users don't get to experience it as they did, but they're growing and they're saving a lot of breweries, so that's good.
Which is the best.
Next topic of conversation, I'm actually going to cut one out. It was about beer names and how you felt about it, but I think the discussion would go too long. About it's beer names in the current environment, so pandemic being like a popular beer name and stuff like that. We don't need to talk about it. The bigger news is minor league baseball is likely going to be canceled for the whole year. And while we do a sports segment typically at the beginning of the baseball season and at the beginning of the football season, this is not to discuss the sport itself. This is to discuss the beer economy. In Dayton, the Dayton Dragons, they provide a very good very high foot traffic flow for places like Lock 27 and Warped Wing. and they're shutting down. They're shutting down the season.
Wow.
So what do you think? Do you think this will have a direct impact on beer?
One of my favorite beer conversations when it talks about Dayton Dragons, the Fifth Third Field, is the Warped Wing.
Yeah.
2 blocks away from Fifth Third Field.
Yeah.
Warped Wing got into Great American Ballpark before it got into
Fifth Third.
I believe.
by 2 years.
Wow.
Because of the beer contracts and all the beer mafia that runs Fifth Third Field. And I'm not for sure about the relationships, but they walked over and tried to bring samples.
Mm-hmm.
And because of their relationship with their distributor, who they would have to go through, they couldn't get the beer in there for 2 years until after they got it into
Holy
Great American Ballpark. So they got it into a major league stadium. Granted, more taps, more throughput than a couple thousand, but 2 blocks away.
Across the street.
DBC is even a block closer.
Yeah.
So
I don't think DBC's even in Fifth Third Field. Last I went.
It's not yet. But so with minor league baseball, it's a shame because there's a lot of being in the minor leagues is fulfilling your dream. I would think everyone wants to make it to the majors. Not everyone's going to do it, but the fact that they're canceling it and then they're slashing contracts too.
Yeah, right.
So they're only going to keep
cutting.
So people aren't getting paid or anything?
Yeah.
I know absolutely nothing about sports.
Yeah.
I don't mean to offend either of you.
No.
This is good.
This is
I'm learning so much.
So I'll put it into terms. So Major League Baseball, Major League Podcast would come down into the church room bar right now.
Yeah.
And basically what they're cutting is 75% of costs. So if Cobra was here, me and Cobra would be cut and they would keep JT. Because JT's the producer and all the talent.
Yeah.
And there'd be nobody talking.
And there'd be nobody talking.
It'd just be like that tornado.
But there'd be like, you're the only one coming with us. So only the blue chippers are being kept. And then they're like slashing the draft. The Major League Baseball draft has 95 rounds. They're slashing it to 6 rounds. So it's only going to really be the cream of the crop. Mm-hmm. The nice thing, though, long term is more of those individuals would probably go to college.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'll likely have to refill the leagues by having tryouts, which means that people who didn't have the opportunity might now have the opportunity.
Like the Tony Danza movie, the Florida or Philadelphia football kicker.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Whatever it was. It was that was Mark Wahlberg, wasn't it?
I thought it was Tony Danza.
Who kicked field goals for the Eagles?
There's got to be both of it.
Maybe both.
Computer's
Tony
recording.
Danza was Angels in the outfield. I know that much. But so minor league baseball is actually 4 times greater as far as personnel than Major League Baseball because there's 4 times as many teams. But it's also big on the economy. I mean, from low A, which we have here, is the Dayton Dragons, right? They're low A.
I thought they were double.
I think they're single A, but I don't know if they're
really?
low or high. All the way up through Triple A. I mean, we're talking about if let's say there's one brewery that benefits from all of those, we're talking about well over 100 U.S. breweries that will be affected by minor league baseball shutting down. And that's huge sales. But that's all I wanted to bring up there. I mean, we have Lock 27 there, literally steps away from Fifth Third Field. They're almost connected.
They have good food.
I have not had the chance to eat there because every time I go there, the wait is like 10 million hours, and they won't serve beer to people waiting.
Yeah,
makes no sense. Makes no sense. You'd make so much more money.
So
anyway,
see they do it at CJAX.
I need to go to CJAX to watch all my Dayton Dragons games.
So good.
So that's all the beer news I had. Computer's closed.
Yeah, the computer is closed. I think we're off to the beer tasting segment.
Let's do
some damn beer.
All right. So actually, I'm going to switch from the Pilsners to the IPA now that we have a third member because I only have 2 of the Pilsners.
Oh, excellent. Oh, yeah. So
I'll get the IPA.
We can switch off the pills.
Oh, true.
Well, you can do any of the beers I brought. I don't want to.
Yeah, we could do some Stev beers.
Are submitted, yeah.
Stev. That's my legal name.
We're doing this live, folks, just like Bill O'Reilly said.
Let's do Old Chub.
All right, let's do Old Chub.
Because since you're really, and this is live because this is all being recorded. I do feel guilty in the moment because you're kind of Cobra's guy, and unfortunately Cobra isn't here to reap the benefits. That's why I want to do a beer that we can give to Cobra and be like, Stev brought this. Old Chub.
That's Highlight.
That's Highlight.
Oh, I didn't know they were all mixed in there.
There should be 3 different ones.
From the same six pack. wasn't even looking.
We're doing this live.
My bad.
It's all right.
Okay.
Highlight.
You take that, put it on the table.
Three-legged stool.
Yeah, there we go. We got it.
Perfect. Hey, this is going to be great.
Perfect.
And because we're recording it, it's not...
Wow.
Yeah, usually, for all those who aren't in the know, usually what we do is I cut out all the dead stuff. But we're not doing that anymore. Now that we're on video, we do it all live.
Yeah. That's how we're going to get recognized by the big guys.
That's right. Doing it live.
Thank you. Fuck it.
Okay. I think I've had one Oskar Blues brewery before, but we'll get into that. All right. Do you have any talking points about this beer?
Yeah. Thanks for bringing this beer.
I brought this old chub.
And so you introduce it. Tell us what you think. The nice thing is it's got the URL on it right there for you.
Well, as Matt so graciously put it, I am a part of the D20 Mafia. I came too early. No. 80 episodes.
First stage jitters.
We've got something else for you to drink.
I believe we've all done it once.
I blew it.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. Count us down, Steve.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
That's right.
There we go.
Premature.
I am so sorry.
Don't apologize. It's great content.
Well, I hang out at D20 a lot.
I love that we're getting off the IPAs and sours.
I'm making a mess on
That's
myself.
all right. Well, I can at least introduce the beer while you.
There's some paper towel behind it.
Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is Old Chub Scotch Ale. It's brewed by Oskar Blues Brewery from Colorado, and I don't want to get into too much of the can art until it's my turn. But it is a Scotch Ale, and I don't know that we've done a Scotch Ale on the podcast, have we? I know we don't have the spreadsheet in front of us.
No, I
don't think we have.
I'm fairly certain that we haven't. So this is sticking with our kind of getting off of our beaten and tried paths.
We've been accused of being hopheads recently, which is funny because we've admitted to being sour fans. Like all three of us, pretty big on sours.
No, I'm not.
You're not a sour guy?
Well, all three of us. Me.
Well, I guess
Chris,
the regulars, yes.
The regular, yeah.
I guess we cut you off of your top three. So.
Yeah, we did.
So after IPAs,
after
IPAs,
then
probably stouts.
Okay.
I'm trying my damnedest to get into sours.
Okay.
So we could put that.
But they're not in top three.
But what would be your third?
Oh, third? Oh, geez.
You drink like a big dude.
Someone put one of everything in front of you.
He drinks like a big dude, like barrel chested.
Yeah.
Porters.
Yeah.
Yeah, porters.
Yeah, see, knew it. Up top. Up top.
High five for that. Yeah, hell yeah.
So I'm barrel chested guy. It's gonna be a big guy. He wants
thicker beer.
He wants the punch.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So
I bought a 4-pack from DLM. I know both of you guys were friends on Untapped, and there's just like this feeling in the back of your jaw. Like sometimes I can take it, and sometimes it's
That's
just
what we're looking for.
I can't.
That's what we want the most.
We're hunters for that.
Yeah.
Well, there's a. Sorry for interrupting. There's a strawberry rhubarb sour from D9 Brewing that I had.
D9.
And it was hard to drink the whole 16 ounces. It was so sour.
Wow. I've got a cellared strawberry rhubarb Nuclearis beer. That I am. It's super dope. Yeah, it's. I don't even put it in the fridge. That's a special occasion beer, but it's nice, and I'm glad, Steve, that you're not just IPA or sour guy, because we need to diversify. So this is a great beer to do that. Why did you buy this beer?
No real reason I was at D20. I had just bought some Magic cards from next door, and
holy shit.
Yeah, super nerd.
Well, we'll get into that. Probably off camera. I'll go get some of my cards.
Very cool. And I was just flipping through their menu, and it's just I've never had this beer in particular, so it was just figured it'd be something new for all of us.
It's a great way to get into a beer.
Why not?
If you've never had it.
Awesome. I can give a little bit on Oskar Blues. So they're one of the OGs of the Colorado brewing scene. So there's states that you think of when you think of beer.
Yeah.
Oregon, Michigan, Wisconsin, Colorado. I would definitely put, and back me up, in the top 7.
Oh yeah.
When you're thinking of beer,
I would say that.
They've been been around for a long time. You can find out more information from www.oskarblues.com. The interesting thing, hopefully JT points it out, there's just one interesting thing, just work-related on this can. Oskar Blues cans, I don't want to get into too much of their artwork, but this is very much an Oskar Blues can. If I can come up there for a second.
I would believe that.
And I have no idea what it's like Sputnik means.
I got a hair on it.
But again, because Stev brought it, so I will go first. Off the top rope, this Scotch ale. If you're after a Scotch ale, and I don't know the stats, 8%.
Yeah.
If you're after a Scotch ale, this is an absolute home run. It tastes like how it should. It's dry but inviting, and there's a caramel taste to it. There's a coat. I previously would say bready, but this has got some moisture to it, and it leaves the mouth after a while. It doesn't linger too long. So off the top rope, this is a 3.75 for me. So Stev, I appreciate you bringing this.
Yeah,
Again,
totally.
This is completely different. Not planned. Zero pre-production on this. You just happened to bring something different.
In the door.
But you just literally walked in the door. We hit record. People aren't going to believe that, but that's literally what
That's what
happened.
happened. That's what happened. We should have hit record before you walked in the door, and then everyone would believe us.
Yeah.
5 minutes of just nobody on camera.
Originally, we were going to have you show up and just be like Mr. McFeely or whatever from Mr. Rogers and just have him walk in. But JT, hit us with the can opener.
Yeah, this is the Can Opener segment brought to you by Dave. Actually, it's brought to you by Steve because he brought he brought a lot more beer than one beer.
Well, I don't know if he wanted to.
Did you want to sponsor the Can Opener segment?
Yeah, fuck.
Then it's
okay. So then he's upped it because
he upped it. You brought more
I
beer.
wasn't trying to dethrone Dave.
We didn't realize it until just now.
Oh well.
So Old Chub Scotch Ale, Can Art Boner segment. Matt showed it. If you want to see it, go back. You can go back. At the top, it's got a mountain range, just like you would see in Colorado, and it's got the stripes above the mountain range, which I believe the Colorado flag has, with the sea and the stripes that kind of sun ray out of the sea.
Good recollection. Recollection.
Thanks. I think I know that because right when you enter the state of Illinois on 295 or 294 or 94, I can't remember which one it is that you're actually on when you enter Illinois. There is a Visit Colorado billboard right as you enter the state of Illinois. Weird. And that flag is on it. The Oskar Blues logo is typical. I knew it right when I saw it. I just couldn't remember the brewery, but I knew that was the font is distinct to that brewery. And then Colorado USA is also in that same font. It's got a banner that wraps around with stars, and it's kind of like a basket weave type of check. It says pack it in or pack it out. And then I like that it says infinitely recyclable, which means you can recycle and they'll make it into this can, then they'll recycle it and they'll make it into another can. I guess that's what that means. And then I'm guessing that the work part was the big Ball logo that's on this can. Typically, when you drink a Coca-Cola can, who's also produced by Ball, it's very tiny. It's usually by the UPC code, or it's like off to the side. This one, now for those who don't know, Ball canning. They also have an aerospace division that works a lot in Dayton.
That's what brought me to Ohio was Ball.
Oh, no way.
But they also make cans. And this particular can, it's very large Ball logo. And then there's kind of like a little speaker symbol and an OB for Oskar Blues. So it's kind of like they're a team. So that's the Can Art Boner segment. Very typical can. I would guess that they probably make a lot of their cans similarly. They change the title of the beer and they leave the background the same. That's what I would guess. I haven't had a lot of Oskar Blues. I think I've had one.
I think so.
Other one.
Was it a blueberry? To me, it seems like a blueberry
Maybe.
Oskar Blues that we've had.
I don't remember.
In the beer club.
In the beer club? I
don't
remember.
The pod.
Yeah, I don't think it was on the pod.
This is our first OB pod.
Yeah. So that's the Can Art Boner segment brought to you by Steve. Thanks, Steve.
Hey.
Oh, and it also says it's like Sputnik, which is the first Russian manned spacecraft, right? Or was that a satellite? Non-manned.
Non-manned.
First Russian non-manned space flight.
First man-made object to orbit the Earth.
Okay, it's an interesting choice. I'm not sure if what the deeper meaning is behind that, but we'll find out later.
Virtual planetoid.
Oh yeah, it does say virtual planetoid on the side. On the other side, I forgot to mention that. So we're getting some help on the can art boner from the sponsor.
Right.
As far as the taste goes,
I help with a lot of boners.
I would agree that
you have a lot of zingers.
Yeah,
you just need to project more.
There's a lot of zingers in there.
Well, I'll scoot
self-deprecating, but funny,
Yeah.
but very funny.
Well, that's like those are my jokes.
Yeah, that's your wheelhouse, man. Stick to it. As far as taste, I think I've had one other Scotch ale as well as having one other Oskar Blues. And I remember it being a lot darker and a lot punchier as far as like that stouty flavor. This one is way smoother. And the only place I disagree with Matt is that it is in his comment that it's dry or it leaves dryness. I think this is a completely... I don't want to say juicy, but I don't really want to say moist or wet either. So it is not dry. It is quenching. It does give you a quenched thirst. It's smooth. I would really, if you gave this to me and didn't tell me it was a Scotch ale, I would probably say that this is a light stout or a light porter.
I would agree with that.
It's got like a chocolate or coffee flavor to it.
Like
one of those two.
malty
I can't pinpoint it.
The best part is they make this on nitro.
Do that. That would be delicious.
Because I'm going through some of my friends' scores, and they're like, it's 1 star less when it's not on nitro.
Yeah, I could see this being on nitro really, really good. Super smooth, super refreshing. I was just slightly higher than Matt at 4.0 butt cheeks. I like it. I mean, I'm not an expert on Scotch ales, but from now on, if someone says, what's your favorite Scotch ale? Right now, it's Old Chub. 4.0 butt cheeks from me.
Steve's Old Chub.
Steve's Old Chub.
Young
Well,
Chub.
Oskar Blues. Steve's Oskar Blues Old Chub. I don't want people to confuse that with anything. All right, Steve, what you got?
Well, I don't want to reiterate what both of you have said.
No, please do it.
Yeah, whatever you want.
This is the first time I've had this, like I said earlier, but
That makes it better.
I'm enjoying this. This is I don't want to steal the off the top rope, so
Don't.
Yeah, that's
I'll
trademarked.
off the low rope since I'm shorter than Matt. This is like a
you should say like off the incline bench.
off the bench press.
Off the bench press.
This is a 4.25 for me.
There we go.
Steph.
I would go buy more of this, and I do enjoy this.
He's saying 4.25 because that's what he benches.
Yeah,
Absolutely
most likely, yeah.
not.
That's
5.15.
point
I
where
can't
the
even
bench
get half
starts-
of that.
where the
you're
bar
killing
starts
me.
bending. That's a
wish I
good score. We stepped up in 0.25 increments. I was thinking while you were talking, we talk a lot about intro beers. We have intro IPAs, intro sours like that.
Totally.
We would give a starter craft beer drinker. This would be good to start somebody to get them used to that dark beer flavor.
Like that dark beer flavor.
Yeah,
Totally.
get them on
Yeah.
porters. You give them this beer, and then you move to porters.
Yeah. Now, if you guys could tell me some intro sours, because
Intro
I
sours?
can't do it.
Yeah,
can't
we could
figure
probably
it
do
out.
that.
I'm trying to think of my fridge right now. I might be able to hook you up. I had some other stuff planned for you, but
Oh well, I'm trying to take all your beer.
All right, well
I could care less.
that's Old Chub Scotch Ale. I'll do the untapped stuff when we're done here. But
Yeah, I dig this Calo Rad though.
oh yeah,
I
look
left
at that.
that
I
out
didn't
there,
even
so-
I didn't even
That's a
notice
very,
that. See,
like, that's like
sometimes
a-
you need an assist on the can art bonus segment.
Well, with Portland's moniker is Stay Weird.
Oh, keep
Yeah.
Portland weird. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Totally.
Colorado's probably Keep It Rad or something.
Probably yeah. Who knows?
Rad.
I've never been to Colorado,
But
but when I think of states for craft beer, Colorado definitely comes up.
I
know they're a
have
Coors town, but
not left Ohio very many times. So
yeah. Oh, that's all right.
you gentlemen
Well, you're youthful.
are more
Yeah,
worldly
you have
travels
plenty
than
of
I.
years to go to
Youthful.
leave the state. All right, so next up we got Matt's big beer.
So I've got a bunch of bombers that I bought when I was deployed, and we're so excited about beer on the pod. And JT and I travel all the time, and we always have fridges or cellars and stuff that we try to.
JT's got like 6 fridges, right?
Yeah, I have a few.
Hey, since you listened last week, JT did find the beer.
I did find the beer.
Oh, hell yeah.
I found the beer. So we'll do that next time.
So
Nice.
we'll do it.
Here.
We'll do it next time. But this is Megament from Heathen Brewing. So
Have we done Heathen Brewing?
I'm trying to
like
look up. Have we done this beer on the pod?
Not this beer.
Dude.
No.
Okay, so I need to look up because
Have I done it? I'll have to look on my Untapped to see if I've
God, I sure hope
Have not.
This
I
is
know
good.
for a
This
fact.
is good. Good YouTube.
good pre-production.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We've done Mega something.
Oh, I've been tagged.
Okay, because I've got so many others. Okay, so we have done. I've had it.
Oh yeah, I've had it.
Okay, so we've done this on the pod.
Well, we can see what we come to, what conclusion we come to.
No. We'll do something else. Excellent.
Oh yeah, I said don't drink too cold.
Okay,
Tastes like Windex.
even better. Even better.
That might have been one of the starts to my whole chemical
Even better.
trend.
Okay.
So it's good that we did that pre-production there.
So now I'm glad that this is a community staple. Have you had KBS?
Oh yeah.
Damn it!
I have
Oh
not.
no.
Okay,
Oh.
that's fine. So we're going to do Founders KBS, which is... Stev, back me up. You're the stout expert now
boy.
on the pod. So we're going to reference you as the stout expert.
Yeah.
This is one of the market standards. for
Absolutely.
stouts. Okay, excellent. So, KBS, everyone should know it. You're listening to a craft beer podcast
Have
or
you
watching
had
this
it?
on YouTube. No,
Oh, okay.
I've not.
This
12.2?
is a standard I've never had.
Well, because everyone, yeah. Call me out,
Yeah,
Steve. I like it.
KBS.
That shows me you're getting comfortable, and I
Yeah,
like
right.
that.
KBS and the other one, Bourbon Barrel County Stout or whatever.
Okay.
Bourbon
Oh,
County-
Kentucky bourbon barrel. or some
whatever
crap.
it is. From Goose Island. Those
I love-
are like the two big...
So, Steve, this is a prime example of you're a 4-inch dick and you go and grab Magnums. That's not going to fit, and you're gonna get somebody pregnant.
Someone's gonna get hurt.
Well, I'm not hurt because you're bringing 4 inches.
Emotionally.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, emotionally,
Hurts
it's gonna hurt.
Their
emotionally.
pocketbooks
Sleeping with me
might
is
be hurt.
emotionally
Did you guys have to do that exercise when you were in high school where you had to
Oh, I can't
go
wait
and
to see
price
what
out
this
all
is.
the baby
Yeah.
items
and stuff?
They
Yeah.
gave us a fake baby.
Yeah,
I
we
would
had a
cry-
bag of flour we had to
don't
carry
know
around.
how I managed
Well, these
that.
cried like in the middle of the night. They
I
were
were
was
like
upset.
robots.
Fuck that. I
They were
would
like
just
creepy
stuff it under a
robots.
pillow or something.
They were creepy robots.
We had
I
a
knew
bag of
people-
flour, and your flour had to make it like 3 weeks or some shit.
The joke was that you'd put your baby in the freezer so it froze the robotic components of it.
Huh.
I don't know.
What's weird is like we had to go to the store and price out all the baby stuff and figure out like, okay, you're gonna need this amount per week, and they had a list and we had to write it all down. You could see there's like high schoolers everywhere at what we have in Illinois is Jewel. That's the like Albertsons, or here we have Kroger.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the vape
No, not the vape.
thingies.
This predates the vape.
Oh, boy.
We had Jewel, Jewel.
Oh, the correct way to spell it.
Jewel Osco.
Jewel Osco. Osco is the pharmacy side, and Jewel is the grocery side. You see all these high schoolers at Jewel just writing down like prices on all the like formula and shit, and like it doesn't matter because there's still like statistically like several high schoolers are getting pregnant.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like in your school, and
I
it's
know.
going to be the same every year. It's like
I had a girl crank out 2 babies before I graduated high school.
Jeez. Where'd you go to high school?
Fairmont. Oh, Kettering. Sorry.
So
you guys
so
aren't
yeah,
from
no,
around
so
here.
that's so in Ohio. So we got
Yeah.
finally an Ohio bred and born and bred.
Woo!
yeah,
Represent.
All right. So
All right,
Founders KBS highly acclaimed.
highly acclaimed.
JT,
It is highly acclaimed.
It's
I
going to
see
be
it.
important to start analyzing
I
all
see
that.
it on Facebook all the time.
This is a nifty glass.
In previous years, well, I'll just talk about it when I talk about the beer. Or I'll just talk now since you guys are getting little whiffs and, and tastes.
Do your thing.
The KBS in previous years, so I started, my craft beer journey really started like 2016, 17 when I joined the beer club in 2015. I didn't actually like being in the beer club until about 2016. And that's when I started figuring out like what's what. KBS always align at the store, always align on release day. People are looking for it. They're trading. They're buying from Facebook Marketplace and
these
stuff.
are from Ale.
Except for 2020 for some reason. For some reason, or maybe when was this released? 2019 or 2020? Whatever the most
last
recent,
last year's
whatever
it's
the
last
most
year,
recent release of this was, and the same thing goes for the Goose Island Bourbon County Barrel Stout or whatever.
BCBS.
BCBS. There was not a line. whereas previous years, since I've been in craft beer, there's always like a wait, and there's people like going crazy for it. But not this one. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I just wanted to point that out. So, have you guys gotten a taste? I haven't tasted it yet.
Okay.
You would be up first, unless you want me to go first.
Okay,
because it's Matt's beer.
It's my beer.
So he will go last.
Holy shit.
So, what is it? Founders Kentucky Bourbon Stout. I have had this before.
It's not on Untapped, Stev.
I just joined Untapped like a couple months ago.
Okay.
It's not on Untapped?
No,
for him.
So I did have the KBS Espresso at D20 probably December, January of this year. It's a little bit more coffee-y. But this,
holy shit,
I enjoy this. I mean, it's definitely up there in the booze, and you can tell that for sure. But I believe that all stouts are boozy chocolate milk, and like that's cool for me.
Is that your baseline? Stouts are boozy chocolate milk. Is that just where you start?
That's how I feel about my all stouts, and then past that, it's like if there's like coffee notes or other sort of like.
What else can they do for you at that point? Because that's the baseline.
Well, just like underlying flavors usually. Like I had a minty stout before, which is I think it was like a thin. It's supposed to be like
what we almost got.
Girl Scout cookie one or.
You're gonna leave with one of those today.
Oh, well, shit the bed.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Well, shit the bed.
That's Is that? Do you say shit the bed as like a victory?
Yeah, is that great? Is that a good thing?
It's supposed to be a good thing.
Your poor fiance. No, well, shit the bed.
Well, shit the bed. Why don't you?
Not on my side, Stev.
No, it's supposed to be a good thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, must be an Ohio rearing thing.
Midwesterners are weird, man. No, I very much enjoy this. I would give this a 4.5.
4.5.
Off the bench press.
Off the bench press.
Off the bench press of 4.5. All right, this is the Can Art Boner segment brought to you by Steve.
I didn't bring that.
Oh yeah. Well, you're still.
You're the sponsor now
until someone beats you. Yeah.
I'll show you now.
And since you're coming off the bench press, no one's gonna beat you.
Yeah.
All right.
No one's gonna. Yeah. Jeez.
So this Founders highly acclaimed KBS, a flavored stout. KBS stands for. Did we say it already?
Kentucky Breakfast Stout.
Kentucky Breakfast Stout.
Sorry. I always go with barrel with stouts.
Yes, same here. And it does say barrel aged up in the corner. I'll come over to the camera.
Do you want me to?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I haven't gotten up in a while. So here's
you gotta worry about those clots.
There's it is backwards too, which I think it flips when you export the video. But so the microphone's over there. This is the bottle we're talking about. So here is the barrel aged logo. Oh, thanks. I'll come back and sit down now that everyone's seen it. If you want to know what this bottle looks like, pause it, take a good look, study it for a while. Maybe you try to draw it and then go and then press play and
Google it.
Or Google it. Have it up while I'm talking. I mean, let's be honest, on a lot of these barrel-aged beers, you're not going to get the can art that you're getting on like a double IPA or something like that. I think with the competition on the IPA side, can art is going to catch your eye. When you're talking about these aged stouts, reputation weighs more than can art. So you don't get a lot of can art with this.
A lot of business like inertia?
Yeah, inertia and reputation. And with KBS, like we said, it's got a reputation. It's going to be out every year, and it's going to have a line.
Plus, it's Founders.
It's Founders. Yeah, Founders is huge. They're out of Cleveland, right? Or Michigan. I was mixed up them and Fatheads for some reason. I don't know why.
Fatheads might go out of
Let me take a breath because I've been talking without breathing. Because this beer is so boozy.
Yeah, it
is very boozy.
We should probably did this one first.
I will just read off the label, and there's really no art other than the fact that it says barrel aged with like a barrel aged series logo, which I've never seen before. So I'm not sure if that's specific to Founders, if they have a whole series of barrel aged beers, or if there's like a whole contingency of breweries that have a barrel aged series together. I'm not sure. And then the other piece of art is there's a skull under where it says the amazing Cosmickies. And there's a skull. It says highly acclaimed KBS, a flavored stout, is good for everything a flavored stout ought to be good for. That's a tough sentence. Ale brewed with chocolate and coffee aged in oak bourbon barrels. Typically with these barrel-aged beers, they tell you what type of bourbon they were aged with. This must not be a prominent one, or they just agreed with whatever whiskey provider they teamed with that they wouldn't mention it. Because sometimes it's a point of pride. Elijah
Craig.
Wood.
Yeah,
Craig,
some people, flex.
Did I say Elijah Wood? Is that the actor?
No, you
He
just
is
said
an actor,
Elijah, and you
Elijah Craig is the
That's my
you
nephew.
paused. That's why I
whiskey,
helped you out.
and someone in Ohio teams with them. But yeah, when you team with these distilleries, they usually are featured on the bottle. This one does not have it, so we don't know where it came from. But that's the Can Art Boner segment brought to you by Steve. Flavor. My first taste of this, it brought me back to an episode where Matt was not there. It was Crooked Handle. It was our on-location Crooked Handle with Cobra and I.
that was like the 10 beers in where
That was the day I realized that I can finally taste what's in a stout other than the stout, like flavor. And I'll never forget it because it was like an epiphany. I was like, holy shit, I can taste flavors in this stout that I wasn't able to taste before. Whereas I hated stouts before that. I can actually taste what's in the stout, and I don't know if that's a compliment to the stout or I'm just getting better at tasting beer.
Yes, thank you much, sir.
But this is a chocolate beer if I've ever had one. I don't see coffee in this. I don't really see anything else other than when I was a kid, my mom had baking cocoa in the cabinet, and I was like, that must be chocolate. So I put it in my milk, and I mixed it up, and it wouldn't fucking mix into the milk. It was just powdered puffballs that explode when they hit the surface.
Clods of chocolate.
Yeah, it is awful. But I drank it, and this is what that tastes like, but this is like way better. It's like cocoa powder and sugar with stout kind of like underlying in the background. This is really good. I don't know that I hold stouts in such a high regard that I would give it like that insane of a score, but as far as stouts go, this is probably one of the better ones I've had. I'm at a 4.25 on this. It's really good. It kind of makes me think that maybe I should go back and try. I do still have. You gave me one, and I have one from the previous year of the Goose Island. I still have them unopened.
Do you need more of them? Because
I don't need them. But it does make me think maybe I should go try those and see if maybe they're better now. But this one's good.
I think this is the highest stout you've.
But I love chocolate.
Yeah.
Like I love chocolate, and those Bourbon County ones don't really.
But you drink
taste
coffee
like
too, so for you,
Yeah.
is the key to your heart with stouts? Ditch the coffee, go with chocolate. Chocolate stouts.
I think the key is honestly
If we're gonna
sugar.
Sugar.
Because
Sugar.
the other stout that I
Put a lot
can
of
remember,
stevia in.
maybe
if I put
maybe
stevia
yes,
in this,
yeah, maybe that or equal or something. But I don't remember who made it. I know it was an Ohio brewery, but there was a marshmallow stout that we've had.
Oh,
on this
Wild
podcast.
Ohio.
No, they did not. Make
No, Stev.
No, there was a marshmallow, and I think really the key to that marshmallow one was sugar as well.
Marshmallow.
I think it's
such
chocolate.
A weird
Chocolate and sugar are going to win me over on a stout.
ingredient.
That's a good question.
Yeah. How do you think marshmallow is a weird ingredient?
It's just like it. I've had so far 2 beers, I believe, with marshmallows in them, and it's just like I like it. It's like a good weird, but it's like that marshmallow mouthfeel while drinking the beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's good.
So I just thought of a question, and I will go first because I want your quick response when you're saying marshmallows.
Okay.
I think of marshmallows, I go breakfast cereal.
Oh,
Make this
interesting.
breakfast
I'll go
cereal.
away.
Make this breakfast cereal into a beer. Golden Grams. Go.
Golden Grams.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
3, 2, 1.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. Yeah, it doesn't have to be marshmallows.
Right, yeah, that threw me off at first. This breakfast cereal into a beer, Fruity Pebbles. I love Fruity Pebbles.
I've
I
got
could
Fruity
eat a
Pebbles.
whole
Sunset
box
Wheat.
of those.
Lining Kugels.
They make a Fruity Pebbles beer?
I think it tastes like stale. I think it tastes like stale Fruity Pebbles.
Ugh.
There's a beer called...
Hundreds of people agree with me.
There's a beer called Unicorn Farts that is Fruity Pebbles beer, but I don't know who makes it or how to get it. Apparently, it's really hard to get.
I've heard of like cereal-based beers, but I couldn't tell you anything past that.
I've had
I forgot everything about
Cinnamon Toast Crunch beer. They sell it at Arrow in Bombers.
And Golden Grams isn't even my favorite.
Golden Grams is a great cereal.
It's great cereal, and the milk is good. That's why. I rate, is the cereal good? Is the milk after equal or better? And Golden Grams is right
those
there.
are good ratings.
I can understand that.
With Golden Grams, and I was just thinking of it, it's not my favorite cereal. It's barely in my top 5, but I was like, that could probably make a good beer.
Golden Grams keeps a crunch longer than most cereals, though.
Yeah.
That's a key to a good cereal. It's keeping your crunch.
Yeah.
Golden Grams will soak up the milk in the middle, and the edges will still be crunchy.
Because my favorite cereal
is
Frosted Mini Wheats. That would make
Frosted Mini Wheats are phenomenal.
Terrible beer, though.
Terrible beer. You don't want Frosted Mini Wheats.
No.
Oh, I mean, personally, Captain Crunch is my favorite, but Captain Crunch is like so aggressively hard that like the roof of your mouth is bleeding by the time you're done eating it.
So it would just be a beer with glass shards for stuff.
Yeah, it's just like
Captain Crunch is great. Frosted Mini Wheats are phenomenal cereal. But you're right. Bad beer.
It would be a bad beer.
The key to Frosted Mini Wheats is that the frosted part remains crunchy. I think crunch is an element of flavor in cereal that it can't be overlooked.
You need texture, otherwise you're just eating mush.
Right.
You know.
You're just eating mush. And in a lot of cereals, like, if you don't eat Frosted Flakes right away, they're fucking awful.
It's gross.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
It's like a sludge.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like concrete mixers.
I mean, concrete mixer. You're still in that age where, you do those shots. Shredded wheat, like where you would have to break it.
Oh, the brick.
The brick.
Shredded
like
wheat.
I love that, but there's no taste to it.
I've just learned about those.
But like you said, the texture, it took a lot of chew.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
Like I'm not gonna make grape nuts into a cereal.
Someone will.
Into a beer, you mean?
Yeah.
Into a beer, yeah.
Or into a beer, sorry. Yeah. Wild Ohio would make grape nuts.
Or Raisin Bran.
I love Raisin Bran. My kids.
I like Raisin Bran, but I like
There's
Raisin
never
Bran with
enough
granola.
It's terrible.
With granola.
But Raisin Bran is a beer.
It's not
going to
a
be
beer,
terrible.
It'll be
It's not a good
awful.
beer. It'd be
It'll
terrible.
be Gag City.
Yeah.
Gag City.
All right.
Wait.
So,
Population
Matt,
Stev.
you already gave your score?
Yeah.
No?
So, no, I didn't.
No,
but
let's
off the top rope,
Off the top rope.
I'm glad we had a stout drinker,
Yep.
a non-stout drinker, and we are copacetic. And we're not always in agreement. I wrote down 4.5. It's right there. JT kind of awoke in my comments, and it's going to affect my Untapped score because we had a great cereal diatribe on the side. It doesn't rely on the coffee. I've got a ton of cereal right in that door too, Steph.
I have 2 years old Count Chocula in my entry. I'll trade you for beer and cereal.
Yeah. Let's not trade that.
2-year-old.
2-year-old.
Do you guys buy cereal bags or do you buy boxes? Because I buy bags sometimes.
Multi-meal
They're
stuff.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, because we came from the same
cheap section. Yeah.
Not now.
Yeah.
I
don't need cereal anymore.
Well, no,
I haven't eaten
but
cereal in a long time.
we have kids.
Yeah,
2 years.
Yeah, my kids love cereal. But
Well, I know you don't have cereal. You don't get this by eating cereal.
You just eat steak for breakfast.
Yeah, steak.
God, I wish.
Yeah.
You're a grown human. You can do it. There's no one stopping you now.
That's true. DLM does buy one get one steaks very frequently, and I will eat 3 pounds.
And they'll
of
cook
steak.
them right there for you.
Yeah.
I feel like this is they're not sponsored.
This
DLM.
is the
Lemon
Meaty
CJ.
Muscle Man podcast.
Yeah, no, well, not me. I need to go put on a shirt compared to you guys. But
No.
off the top rope, this is a 4.5. This is right in line where I've rated other big stouts,
it is, yeah.
double-digit stouts. But it's different. So the beauty of this one is it doesn't rely on the coffee backbone, which I appreciate. I'm not a coffee drinker. JT's a coffee drinker. Stev, coffee drinker.
I drink
I love coffee.
like half a gallon of coffee a day.
Yeah, so not me. I drink coffee when it's available and I don't have to pay anything for it.
Yeah.
So I paid for this. I bought it. The dry chocolate, I can't do any better than dry cocoa powder. That's what it is. It's like they took a nondescript stout. They just took a bunch of dry cocoa powder and they did this and then they poured it. And that's not to... It nails it. It's super dry. I need something else to drink. I'm glad that during the game, I'm just going to be the mouthpiece, and these guys are going to be the ones talking through it.
Cool.
Because it's a desert, but it's not an unappealing. It's just a dry chocolate. So
it is
4.5. And you guys are probably hearing that it's a 12.2 right now. So
Yeah, this is like chewing on like a 90% cacao chocolate bar.
yeah, we don't use big words like that, Steve.
Cacao.
You can leave.
Oh, sorry.
Cacao.
There was a whole thing about cacao a couple episodes back.
Yeah, we talk about it. It's all about. What I like about this is that they don't hide it. I don't want to finish this. Should I finish it?
No, give it to the guest.
Yeah. Why don't you finish this?
I've got more beer.
Wait, shit the bed, right? And that's the
Steve, you're never spending the night, so
Yeah.
you'll sleep
I
in the
believe
shower.
there's a story there.
in the
Yeah.
In
the pool.
I like that they don't hide the chocolate because like with the Bourbon County in 2018, they did all those flavor releases.
Yeah.
And they said this is our main one, and it's just straight up stout beer.
Right.
And they didn't say like there's chocolate or anything in there. But then they had like the orange one, the vanilla one, and a couple other ones. This one's like we're chocolate and coffee, and if you don't like that shit, then
fuck you.
Then go pound sand somewhere else.
And it, you know what? It's great. It's it does remind me of that time I drank cocoa powder, and that was awful. But it didn't hurt the beer score.
Yeah. This is the highest rated stout I think you've done.
Almost certainly.
Yeah,
do you remember what I gave the Crooked Handle one? Because that was peanut butter, and that was really good.
You know, speaking of peanut butter, I gotta buy that Screwball whiskey. By the way.
Oh God, I'm not a fan.
It's not good.
I never heard of this. What is
personally?
that?
Damn it, Stev!
It's peanut butter flavored whiskey.
Okay.
However,
that sounds like it would be great.
It's like it's all the like artificial flavors. Like
it's
like artificial
so it's not like
peanut
real
butter
like
flavor,
peanut
not
oil or anything.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Because that's what like a good drinkable whiskey could add to it is like an oily texture. Like
Are you a bourbon guy too?
I fucks with bourbon.
Oh, fantastic! Magic bourbon and beer. God, we might have to start.
Bourbon and beer.
I'll get married.
All right,
to you.
I'll go home.
Yeah, we're gonna no. We need you. You're all the talent. You carry this podcast.
This for me is up there with like personally my favorite stout is Dragon's Milk out of New Holland.
That's
interesting.
That's a good. I'm glad you said that.
They also do like multiple different like I think they call them
that was
like
the Game of
reserves
Thrones
or something.
thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No. That's not the Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
But it's like
Omegang's the Game of Thrones. Yeah.
But no, this is very very good beer.
Yeah.
Awesome. How would this? So you gave it a 4.5. What would elevate this for you? What's missing? As someone who drinks stouts and likes them.
If somebody from Founders came and shit in your bed.
Shit in the bed, Steve.
Honestly, this
is a 5 beer.
Well, I think it's a little too boozy. If that's a
too
thing.
boozy.
But it's I don't know. Just Dragon's Milk does something different compared to this.
Fair enough.
I
can't pinpoint it, but that's what would give it a 5.
There you go.
Do more Dragon's Milk like things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Founders, call New Holland.
You're in the same state.
And let them know.
Same state.
Same state. You guys are friends.
All
right. Well, gentlemen, I have a game.
Yeah, let's play it.
And
I'm excited for it.
This is the only thing I have that's on my phone, so I have to look this up. I hate doing this via email. But
Google machine.
I'm going to... we got to figure out what we're playing for because... Oh, yeah, no.
That's what we give people who make mistakes.
Yeah, you... Oh, by the way, you're leaving with that.
Too early, yeah.
You think... Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, Matt looks up what he's looking up. I'm going to stall. You got it?
Oh, yeah.
All right,
but no. Keep going.
You want me to keep stalling?
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be good. Stev versus JT.
Yeah. Okay. So, here's the thing. The Major League Baseball Players Association is negotiating with the owners. And here's I'm just going to put this opinion out there, and feel free to call me a piece of shit if you want. The more money you have in something, the more risk you're taking. And I understand that there's a huge sentiment against billionaires in this country, and it's totally fine because they're fucking billionaires. They have the money to waste. But they have the risk. The players, a prorated salary is completely reasonable, in my opinion, regardless of the amount of games. If you propose a 50-game season, then you should get a prorated salary of 50 games. And I know, here's the thing, the billionaires are also going to not make as much. They're probably still going to make a shitload of money. I'm not I'm in favor of the billionaires. I'm not in favor of the players. I'm in favor of watching baseball. And but I'm in the position where, like, for baseball specifically, I'd pay to watch it. I would buy a package like the NFL.
We both
like
pay.
the Sunday ticket.
You have yours with T-Mobile.
I have the MLB network.
I pay for the MLB network.
Yeah.
We both pay to watch.
We both pay to watch it. I stay with
Because
T-Mobile
we're out of-
specifically because of that.
We're out of our markets.
Yeah.
And we're getting nothing, and it's a small amount. I just want there to be baseball. I don't care if it's 50 games. I don't care if it's 114 that the Players Association is pitching, because I understand the risk to their top-tier players. Most of this isn't top-tier players. You're affecting...
I have a whole thing in my head about who to pay.
Yeah.
How much to pay them. And $1 million. I'll just go over it. $1 million and below, you get your full salary. Everything over $1 million is prorated to the games you play. That's my opinion. So if you make $400,000, that's how much you get.
The individuals putting butts in seats and selling tickets are your Mike Trouts, your Christian Yelich's, your Chris Bryant's, all of that.
Yeah.
Pay them prorated.
Sure.
Yeah.
I understand the pitchers are risking careers and years and stuff like that. Pay them, but make sure that your lower tier guys, your guys that are making the minimum or below $3 million, are.
I think if you make under $1 million,
millionaires versus billionaires.
If you make under $1 million, you get your full salary. If you make over $1 million, you get a prorated,
higher, like 85 to 90%. Yeah.
Yeah, because Mike Trout, he can probably afford to make a prorated salary, but your first $1 million is fully paid.
It's like you're getting $1 million.
Like you're gonna get $1 million, and then from there on, you're gonna get a prorated rate to 50 games or 114 games or whatever.
The Players Association wants to play, or what they just pitched was 114 games. More baseball, more excellent.
Is that more than?
I thought the owners pitched 114 and the players pitched 50.
No,
was it the opposite?
No, it was the opposite.
Okay.
So the owners originally pitched 81.
81. Okay.
The half. But the Players Association kicking off June 30th, because they'd have to get in now.
That's a lot of games from June 30th.
Baseball is the only sport that's every other sport is like in the final negotiation period. Thank God football is off season right now. It's just baseball where it's millionaires versus billionaires, and that's what it is. And the billionaires are going to pit the stars of the sport against, and they're going to frame them as prima donnas and individuals that are holding up this deal, and that's really what's unfortunate.
Right. Yeah. All right, so we've stalled. Now, on to the game. Unless, Steve, you have some thoughts.
I know nothing about baseball,
all right,
so
let's play the game.
Soaking it in.
Do you guys need something light? Around the table. Okay.
I think I should let that simmer.
All right.
I'll let that marinate for a bit.
Okay. It's gone.
All right. It's that's empty. Oh, it's got a punt.
It's got a punt.
Oh, it's small. But all right. Okay.
Small and thick.
So this is beer bullshit, Steve.
Ooh, beer bullshit. Love this game.
Steve, do you like music?
Yeah.
Excellent. So this is a music-inspired beer bullshit.
Okay.
So that's your hint for all of these themes. It's music-inspired.
What do I win?
All right.
Steve, if you win, you get to leave with your car. If you lose, we're going to trash it on
taking
camera.
that 2-foot highway.
All right. So there's 10 different beers.
Oh, boy.
So if you guys tie, that's fine, and you guys can guess the same beer.
I get half of a car.
Yeah, you get half of a car.
Yeah,
we'll
figure
figure
take the passenger side of your
My
beer
daughter's got a scooter you can
Long
use.
ways or...
Long ways.
Either way, but you have to use a hacksaw to cut it. Either way. You do it. Okay. The first beer. And we'll do bonus points.
Okay.
I'm going to name both beers.
Yep.
If you can name the band that both of these beers are inspired off of, you get a point automatically.
Okay.
But we also do beer bullshit.
But then you do beer bullshit because one of these beers is real, one of them is fake.
So I don't remember, is this quick draw or is this one person goes at a time?
You guys, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because I'm going to allow, because it's not an either or. You guys can pick the same. You guys can do groupthink. You guys can do against it.
Okay.
But ultimately, you're against each other.
Ultimately, at the end, we're against
sure,
each
why
other.
not?
Got it.
Okay. Commercially available beer.
Yep.
Music themed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First category. Ride the Lightning or Blackened IPA.
Ride the Lightning. Is that DA? Ride the Lightning?
Duh, lightning.
R-Y-E.
Oh, R.
Apostrophe.
Oh, rye.
Holy shit.
D.
Wow, that's way different than I thought it would be. Well,
or blackened IPA. Name which beer is real, and then name the band for the bonus point.
And the band. Oh, shit.
well, I'm going to have to guess way out in left field.
So you'll go first this one. We'll do every other.
So
Okay.
we'll do
First.
that?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think Ride is the real beer. And I don't know. I'm going to say Motorhead just because it sounds like Motorhead type of music.
Okay.
Names.
I'm gonna go blackened IPA.
Okay, and then the band?
The band?
I have absolutely no idea.
So you said Motorhead?
Yeah, I said Motorhead. That seems like the type of names they would use in their songs.
We'll just go Metallica.
I thought that as well, but they have Enter Sandman.
So you guys got 1 point each.
What?
You got the beer right, JT.
Oh, all right.
You got
And
the
you
band right.
I was
hell yeah.
I thought Metallica was too easy.
Cheers.
Too
Yeah.
low hanging.
Blacken is the name
All
of the
right,
song.
I didn't know that.
All right, 1-1. This is working out fantastic.
Yeah, great
Yeah,
job.
1-1.
Wrote this game out. Okay, so again, you're going first this
Okay,
time.
yeah, you
so
go
keep
first.
your thoughts to
I'll
yourself.
just keep my mouth closed.
Okay. And that's by Three Floyds. Floyds does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Ride
totally.
the Lightning.
They
Okay.
have a Cannibal Corpse beer.
Yes, they do. Hammer Smash Face. Oh, that's my favorite Cannibal Corpse album, but that's not.
I fucks with Cannibal Corpse.
Okay. Tart Side of the Moon or Coming Back to Lager. Tart Side of the Moon or Coming Back to Lager. Which one?
We're gonna go Coming Back to Lager.
Okay.
We
We won't do your band yet.
Okay, all right, I'll hold off.
We'll go back and forth.
So should I do both?
Yes, you can do both.
All right, Tart Side of the Moon and Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Oh well, now I've realized my mistake. I didn't listen to Pink Floyd too much.
It's all right. Me neither.
Can I still vote Pink Floyd and get a point?
Yeah, that's fine.
Fuck yeah.
So, Stev, you're right.
Oh,
So
he was
GT
right
got
on the
both.
beer. Oh, okay.
And you got the right on the...
So 3-2.
that's from the brewery Vivient, who we've had.
Vivant.
Vivant. I'm not as classy
fancy
as GT.
words.
Okay.
Vivant.
This one's going to be a challenge. I can't wait.
Yeah, this is fun.
Okay.
Some 41.
Heavy metal.
Remember
bands
them?
I'd give-
Okay, JT, this is on you.
Yeah.
Big Bang Bach or Bare Naked Ladies Chocolate Stout.
Oh wow.
Big Bang Bach or Bare Naked Ladies Chocolate Stout.
Correct.
And I have to guess just the beer. Which
Just
one's real?
Just the beer.
I'm going to say, and this is just me taking a risk, Bare Naked Ladies Stout
Okay.
is real.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do Bare Naked Ladies.
Okay.
And the band.
For both
And the band?
answers.
Yeah, both answers.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna do
both
both?
answers as well.
Both of you guys got it right.
Nice.
Woo! JT at 5, Stev at 4.
This is
I
a
almost
great
crossed
theme.
it
I
off.
like this theme.
Bare Naked Ladies Chocolate Stout comes from Flying Monkeys,
Oh.
which we've also
Yeah,
had.
we've had
yeah.
Flying Monkeys.
On the
yeah.
podcast.
Familiar with that brewery.
Yeah.
Okay. Gentlemen, Steve,
Sir.
it's on you. Dunkel of Hate or Sepultura Weizen.
I feel like I know who this
my.
is.
I'm gonna go with the Sepultura Weizen.
Okay, Sepultura Weizen.
Can you spell Weizen?
Yeah, W-E-I-Z.
Okay. It's that one.
Okay.
And I just wanted to make sure that was a W. And I believe it's Ramstein.
Okay.
I'm going with Sepultura.
It is Sepultura. It is
It's
Sepultura
crazy how it
Weizen.
works.
Yeah.
But the beer is Sepultura Weizen by Sepultura. It's out of Micro Cervejeria Bamberg out of Brazil. So Steve gets
Brazil.
That's
Wait,
JT
what
gets
band
one.
did you say?
Sepultura. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a band?
Yeah, Max Cavalera.
Never heard of
is-
them.
Who's Brazilian.
Oh, no shit.
Soulfly? You've heard of Soulfly?
Yeah, I've heard of
Soulfly,
Soulfly,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Max Cavalera and his brother had a band that was Sepultura
Never heard
before
of them.
Soulfly.
No shit.
Yeah, they're pretty alright.
All right, pretty all right.
They're-
All right, I
they're
won't-
more than all
I
right.
won't
Yeah,
listen to
they're,
them
they're
then.
pretty good.
Okay, so
GT?
it's on JT.
All right, so beer only for me.
Beer only.
Yeah.
Is it 2 minutes to midnight or Trooper? We're gonna make this a little more
This
challenging.
sounds hard. 2 minutes to midnight.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Trooper. And
Okay.
Iron Maiden.
I didn't know the band. Don't know much by Iron Maiden, but I'm going to have to just steal Steve's answer and say Iron Maiden.
I stole one from you earlier.
Smart! So Steve gets 2. It is Trooper's Iron Maiden, which
Trooper.
is commercially available. Steph gets 2.
And I
JT gets 1.
So we're tied.
And that's from Robinson's Family Brewers.
Oh, okay.
like the treehouse.
And Trooper is a English special bitter.
Okay.
It's a very odd beer.
All right. But it is commercially available.
Yeah.
You see Trooper.
I've got
sure.
my dad has a cup, like a plastic cup with
Steal it.
that logo.
Take
yeah.
it from him. That's very Iron Maiden. So we're on Stev. Is it? Oh, this is fantastic. This is going to be a tough one for you guys. I challenge you guys. Is it Sgt. Pepper or Eleanor Rigby?
Oh no. Eleanor Rigby?
Okay.
Let's get weird.
Oh, well, I want to say I'm going to go with Sgt. Pepper just because that's an actual seasoning. And the Beatles.
Okay. Band?
Can I steal the Beatles too?
Yeah, you can steal the Beatles.
Oh, yeah, let's do
One
it.
of you is right and one of you is wrong. It's Sgt. Pepper.
Yes! Damn it to hell.
Eleanor Rigby, but both Beatles songs.
If Eleanor Rigby was phrased in a way that's like, like Eleanor, like garlic bee or something, I would be like, yeah, sure,
Garlic
that's
bee.
it.
I should.
Yeah.
And it's
Pepper.
It's
Like
from
the play on words type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from Cambridge Brewing Company, and it's a Belgian saison.
Oh, Belgian saison. That's
Right.
For Sgt. Pepper. Is it a peppery beer?
I have no clue.
It's gotta
Curious.
be. A
Well,
saison,
saison,
with
yeah,
pepper would be
carries the
kinda
pepper.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
The spice.
Do you think like bell
Oh.
pepper or like the seasoning pepper?
Yeah,
No,
like regular
JT
like
hates
black
green
pepper.
peppers, so-
I hate green
What the
peppers.
hell? What?
Oh, he will.
Bell peppers. I
Yeah.
hate them all.
Why?
If
They're
he
awful.
if he ever comes to C-Jax, don't put any bell peppers.
Don't.
Oh,
Any table
I'll
near
give
him.
no tip.
He'll get up and leave.
No around. Well, the tips don't affect me, unfortunately.
Well, even when I hate the
Fortunately,
food, I
unfortunately.
always tip. I'm not a bad
But-
tipper.
But they're all the same.
But bell peppers ruin the food that they. If you have, let's say you're cooking like a strip
It's
steak,
fantastic.
and you cook a bell pepper with it, all your strip steak instead of tasting like steak tastes like peppers,
Yeah, right.
and it's
I
too
would- I
overwhelming.
guess I
would
It's
justify
too
his
overwhelming.
I guess I would agree with that, but
It's too
peppers are good.
overwhelming.
I mean,
if that's what you want, if that's the flavor you want, fine. Well,
So,
more power to
like,
you.
do you not? Get
As the nice
peppers?
guy on the pod, you don't have to agree with
I
us.
don't get peppers
You don't get peppers on anything.
on anything.
At all.
I've seen him in a restaurant. Yeah.
The
that's
only
crazy,
thing
man.
I would consider eating it on if they brought it and I didn't have the chance would be an Italian sausage, because that's normal.
Not
You
even
normally
like-
eat it with Italian
Not
sausage.
even like in like queso or like,
No.
like really chopped
I mean,
up?
if I have to eat it, I have to eat it, but I don't like hate it so much that I'll vomit, but like I don't prefer it.
you just
Yeah, he doesn't come to
choose not
fisticuffs.
to.
I've seen
Yeah,
it. No,
like,
he
I'm
doesn't
not-
ask
He's
for
gonna
it.
square
I
up with
just
the.
say-
with
He's
the-
gonna square up.
Oh, this burger comes with green peppers. Can you please not put the green peppers on?
Gotcha.
That's
Okay.
all I say.
Well,
Then they take the meat off and just put green peppers on it,
Yeah,
and he fights.
and they give
people.
me a fucking bun and no water because I want the water.
all the bread.
All the water, all the bread. That's what I want.
when I worked at Wendy's when I was a kid,
When you were a kid, so yesterday.
so like last week,
I like
No,
how I
I-
checked some myth last week.
my Apple Watch. I use Samsung. Not a funny joke. No, I genuinely didn't put a beef patty on somebody's cheeseburger once.
It happens.
And they gave it to someone out the drive-thru,
oh,
and I got my ass chewed for that.
yeah,
Wendy's
that's all right.
came out.
My
Wendy
first-
literally
yeah.
came out.
My first job was McDonald's, so I can relate. I never did that. I didn't get to cook.
Oh.
My
But,
first job was Taco Bell.
God, I got so
fast
fat
food. I
eating
think every
Wendy's.
kid should work fast food. Yeah, we did too. We used to, if friends would come through the drive-through, we would pass.
They would
things
get the
to
homie
other
hookup.
guy at
Yeah,
the other
totally.
window through our friends in the drive-through.
Totally.
And we used to make chicken. What was it called? It was called.
Land, Sea, or Air.
It was called shit in a blanket. And we would take a chicken
Shit the
nugget.
bed.
Sort of like shit the bed.
Yeah, it was called shit in a blanket, and we would take first you put a piece of that McDonald's processed cheese in your hand, a square slice, and then
Just
they
like
have these
American cheese,
mustard.
yeah.
They have these mustard and ketchup guns, and they
Yeah.
put the perfect
Oh,
amount
like
of
a
mustard and
caulking
ketchup
gun,
on
yeah.
every burger, right? Well, we would put it on the cheese. Then you put a chicken nugget and wrap the cheese around the chicken nugget, and it would melt the cheese together like a blanket, and then you eat the whole thing all at once. Shit in a blanket, and it was fucking awesome. I wish I could have that right
That's
now.
have you heard of a McGangbang?
No,
Yeah.
I have not heard of that.
Is that
I worked at McDonald's.
is that the McFish with the Big Mac?
I thought it was 2 McChickens and a McDouble.
Because the Landseer Air Burger is a burger patty, a McChicken, and a Big Mac patty. That's Landseer Air.
What is it?
Landseer Air.
McChicken, a McFish, and a
Big Mac patty.
Well, Big Mac patty.
And you can order it like they know Landseer Air.
That's so much bread.
So back when,
Jesus
I don't know
Christ.
if you know this, but I'm like more than 10 years older than you. Back then we had supersized. They had supersized, and that's not a thing they have anymore. But back then there was only 2 rules. You could not put more than 3 quarter-pound patties together on the same sandwich, and you could not serve a supersized milkshake.
Oh, yeah.
One time,
people were after the supersized.
milkshake. So those were the only 2 rules that McDonald's really had was you cannot put more than 3 quarter-pound patties. And one time my stepdad came in and I gave him both. And he downed the whole thing. A supersized shake and a 1-pound burger from McDonald's. He did it.
Smokes.
That's it. That's my story.
Next beer.
All right, so I'm up first, or
yes.
you're up first. Who's up first? I forgot.
I want to say.
Okay. Whoever goes first.
All right, whoever goes first.
Okay. So, Stev, you're the visiting team, so you don't get the option.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I don't get home team advantage.
Nope. Fuck. Because you're not the home team. So,
That makes sense.
is it Hell's Bells or Highway to Hell's? Hell's is spelled in both circumstances Helles.
ES. Oh, okay.
Hell's. Not Hell's. Hell's. It's a subtle difference.
Subtle difference. Hell's Bells and Highway to Hell's.
We'll do Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells.
All right, Hell's Bells. JT.
Can I do a lifeline and ask what the brewery is?
Yes.
Oh, good.
On which one?
What?
On the Highway to Hell's.
Both.
Bull and Bush Brewing.
Bull and Bush Brewing.
Do you want to know the brewery for the other one? Ninkashi Brewing.
Well, that didn't help at all. That lifeline was wasted.
I'm
going with Highway to Hell's.
Highway to Hell's.
I'm going with AC/DC.
Okay. Band.
I follow up AC/DC.
Excellent. Both you guys, and that's why I answered the question. Both of them are real beers.
Wow. So we both got it right.
Yeah, and you both got it right.
Trick question.
Tied. Okay. So
We've
now
been duped.
you guys are 10 points each. Now we're coming down to 3 last beers.
3 last beers.
Holy smoke.
3 last real beers, but 6 beers.
Potentially,
6 beers.
But some of them might be both right.
None of these are both right.
Okay, good.
That was
Okay,
just
so that was
just the only one.
that was
the curveball.
That was a curveball.
Baseball reference. There we
Yeah,
go.
very good.
Look at that, just catching up.
He
Okay,
already knows the whole sport.
I'm learning.
so it's on JT now.
All right.
Paint it brown,
Paint it brown.
or you can't always get what you hop.
You can't always get. Ooh. I'm gonna go with you can't always get what you hop.
Okay,
I will follow up with you can't always get what you hop.
band. Paint it brown, or you can't always get what you hop.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, Rolling Stones.
Okay, one of you guys get 1 point. It was Paint It Brown.
Oh.
And it is from Tighthead Brewing Company. It's an English session ale, and it's not, you can't always get what you hop. It makes me so happy when you guys pick the fake beer.
Yeah, it's really good. Good job.
Well,
All right.
I would try these fake beers,
Yeah.
actually.
These are all Matt's creations.
So when are you going to make a brewery?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when are you
Start
going
a
to start
brewery.
working for the marketing department?
I think the talent is in because people are going to be like, that's a great name. They're going to have one of it, and then they're going to Wild Ohio it and just chuck it over the fence.
Yeah, Black Cherry.
Okay, the last
You
two.
could let me
last
cook at your
two.
brewery.
The last two. All right. These don't have bands associated with them.
They don't.
These are wild
This makes
cards.
it harder.
I should have guessed Deftones for every single one.
Oh, that would have been
You would
smart.
have been wrong
And-
every time.
I know, but
And you
would have won his heart, though.
you know
True.
your host.
Yeah.
All right. So Stev, this one's on you. Vice Baby, or you can goes your own way.
I know both of those
Oh,
bands.
You can go
Vanilla
your own
Ice
way.
and Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, so you're going with you can goes your own way.
Yes.
And what was the first one?
Vice Baby.
Oh, Vice
Or
Baby
you
is
can-
spelled W-E-I-S-E.
Yes.
That'd be such a good name for a beer. Or you can go your own.
You can goes your own way.
Vice Baby.
Vice Baby is the real beer. Yes. JT. He's got a 2-point lead.
Goes your own way just doesn't sound good.
Okay. Last beer.
All right, last beer.
Stev, if you can
You got to
name...
make it worth 2 points.
Isn't he first?
Right?
No, I will make it worth 2 points.
All right.
Okay.
Stev, if you can name either one of the artists from these songs, it doesn't have to be the real one.
I already
Okay.
know it.
What they're inspired
I
by.
don't
Oh, you can see the screen.
I can't.
No, you can't see the screen. It's very small type. Like that.
He's cheating.
Okay. If you can name either one of the artists, because
Okay.
you're super young, and I'm doing the math in public, both of these songs were from before you were born.
Oh, no.
Okay, but JT's going to go first.
All right. But what about if I name the bands?
Oh,
Should I
Then you
try
can have
or
a
no?
landslide
Should I not
victory.
try?
And just
Because you go last.
blown
Oh,
out.
okay. I'll go last. All
Okay,
right.
so you'll teach them.
All right, I'll teach them.
You'll teach the youth. Baby Got Bach
Uh-huh.
or Man in the Bach.
Man in the Bach.
By the way, Vice Baby, Westbrook Brewing.
I'm going with
know.
the first one.
Baby Got Bach?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Steve, your 2 questions are
Okay.
Baby Got Bach or Man in the Bach.
Man in the Bach.
Which one is the real beer? This is on Bach's. We don't have a lot of Bach's on the podcast. That's why I try to mix it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
we don't have a lot of Bach's.
I do like a Bach beer. Genesee makes a decent Bach beer.
Yeah. And they make a great Genesee cream ale.
Jenny Cream is good stuff.
If you're degreasing your engines, just pour it right on there and all the grease drops off.
It
Yeah.
helps.
True.
Um,
Truth.
It's a great Sunday beer. I'm not trying to.
I'll go with the first one.
Baby Got Bach. Okay. And that's what you went
That's
with,
what
right?
I said.
That's the correct beer. So you
Yes.
each get a point.
Nice.
We each get a point.
You each get a point. Steph,
Oh boy.
who sang the beer that inspired Baby Got Bach?
Oh, I don't know.
I know you know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Okay, so if I said Baby Got Back,
You know, I know the song.
Yeah.
we'll sing it.
But you don't know the...
It's an audio podcast.
I couldn't tell you
You don't know the gentleman who
The gentleman, yeah.
sang it. Who rapped it.
That's a hint.
Wild guess, Lil Jon.
Okay, way
Totally wrong.
Okay, so this
about
song came
25 years late.
91?
Yeah.
91?
Baby Got Back, yeah, early 90s.
Baby Got Back is
Yeah.
the song. Have you ever heard of Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh yeah.
I like
okay.
big butts. Okay.
Okay.
It's Baby Got Back.
His wife's name is in the song. Right? Oh my God, Stacy, look at her butt. It's so big.
Is that... Oh,
Yeah,
my
is that
wife.
like
Are you
his
talking
wife
about Sir
or
Mix-a-Lot's
I'm
wife?
talking about your wife's
Okay,
name.
yeah.
Just name. I don't know if
Yeah.
we're allowed to say that.
No,
Stace
we can
face.
say that. Stace face. She's been
Oh
on the
my
pod.
God, Stacy, look at her butt. Isn't that how it starts?
Yeah.
It's so big.
The dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so JT
She must
wins.
be one of those
JT
rap guys'
wins.
girlfriends.
Yeah. JT. So you got Baby Got Bach. You got Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah.
Who
so
sang
this one is harder.
The Man in the Bach? I only altered one word in that. This is from Horny Goat Brewing. By the way, we've had Horny Goat on the pod.
Is it Pearl Jam?
Oh, you're so close.
Is it Nirvana?
No, you're in the same geographical. These were instrumental bands, Steve.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam and
I
Nirvana.
know who those are. Yeah, shit.
I know Nirvana's heart-shaped box, and that's what threw me off at first. But then I thought Pearl Jam.
What was the name of
Silverchair?
their band?
Oh,
Remember
now you're
Silverchair?
getting.
They're way old. They're Seattle though, too, right?
Yep, you're in the same area, like with Mudhoney and stuff. Starts with an A.
Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah,
Man in the
now I know,
Box.
Man in the
Ah,
Box.
there.
I knew you were going
I
to
knew
say
the
that.
name.
The Man
I
in
knew
Tube
the name of the
Socks.
song.
Okay, yeah.
Man in Tube Socks.
Man in the
I
Box.
haven't heard that one. Is that a Weird Al?
I think.
Weird Al, make that song, Man in Tube
Come on.
Socks?
You know,
We would
Weird
get
Al
so
said
much
he'd never
royalties.
release another album again. He'll only do singles from now on for the rest
Because
of
we
his
live,
life.
the world
Because
is a
of digital.
comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that too.
Digital, yeah. Not the comedy part. I thought you were going to go with digital.
Oh, well, yeah. Don't steal
That
music.
was
Pay for your
fun as
music.
hell. That was a great game.
Hopefully it was. I mean,
Yeah, I
I
had
have a lot of fun.
I like thinking about
it's
That was
such
a
a
good time.
It's such a pain in the butt putting those together.
I wish
but
you
I'm
would
glad.
have steered more punkish because that's more my
I-
wheelhouse.
yeah,
but
that's not my-
I know that your niche is
I'm
you know,
like super into
like
the
metal rock.
Well, you were
metal
down with
scene.
Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden's older
Yeah,
than all
yeah,
of us.
I'm into
you knew
Iron
that was
Maiden.
Trooper.
Yeah, I didn't know Iron
But
Maiden.
I
wish you would have went more punk rock. There was a
Some
No
of
Effects
those.
beer. You know, there's.
know NoFX.
Yeah, there's.
No
some
Effects
other
is
beers.
a regular hit at CJAX, actually. Shout out to.
Oh, another reason why you should go.
I'm
It's
gonna go.
shout out to
Is
Colin,
Blink-182? Do they have a beer? Because I like them. Because they're a drummer.
Oh, he's a big kit.
Very good drummer. No, small kit.
I thought he was the big
He's
kit.
a 3-drum kit.
Really?
Big kit,
No,
you're thinking like Neil Peart. He's got a huge kit.
Rest in peace.
Rip Neil Peart.
Yeah, Neil Peart. I'm big on drummers. But
Can you talk music too?
I talk music.
Like drumming?
I don't play any sort of instrument.
Neither do I. So
you-
that's
when
where
you
my
talk.
music's
But I get down with a lot of different kinds of music. I mean, I have a lot of friends that were in a band and like metal bands and things like that.
JT was
But,
in a band.
I
All
was in
the
a band.
intro
I played
music
the
is
drums.
all his
Yeah,
bands.
All the intro music is accident from my old band.
That's your Untapped handle too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Travis Barker he has a 3-piece kit, but he has added a second snare drum.
I thought it was he had a bunch of
No, it's a
elevated
very
stuff.
basic
I thought it was a
kit.
big
But he does have a lot of cymbals because he's sponsored by Zildjian, which is a cymbal.
Oh yeah.
Is that pronounced Zildjian?
Zildjian, yeah.
It's not spelled
It's
that
very
way.
D-
spelled weird.
It's
Because
like
it starts with
Z-I-
Or yeah, Z, that's what I meant.
ZJIDJJ.
It's like a 12-letter
A
word.
lot of J's.
Armenian. IAN.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
last name IAN, Armenian. 100%.
There was actually a Travis Barker series of Zildjian cymbals put out in the early 2000s. They were all chrome.
Stev, are you on parole? Like, why are you always on your phone?
I was responding to a text from my phone.
He's a millennial.
I apologize.
he's a millennial.
I'm not a millennial.
What are you?
Oh, you got. Oh, are
I'm-
you young enough
Are
to?
you
I'm
Dude,
young.
you're gonna be
I'm
a
like I'm
millennial?
on that weird blend
No,
between
that's where
the
I am.
two.
No, that's where.
Not well. You're a blend between like Z and Y.
Gen Z.
You're a blend between X and Y.
Yeah,
I was born
Well,
in
you're not
96,
really. You're a
let's put it
millennial.
that way.
I am not a millennial.
You are a millennial. So
False.
am I. But
Really?
Well, you're
I'm
younger
at
than
the
me.
older
Let's
end
get
of
an
it.
argument.
Let's do it.
I-
Let's
I-
argue
I'm-
about it.
They have established there's a 5-year transition that
Between
we
genera-
fall into
Okay.
Yeah.
from
It starts at
80
1970.
80 to 85 is the transition.
Oh yeah, 80 to 85.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said 70. 80 to 85. So I don't.
Were you alive for 9/11?
I think I'm a millennial.
Yeah, I was.
Good, because you're then legal to drink beer. We checked that ahead of time, by the way. That's
Yeah.
the only pre-production we did.
I remember the day. Well, not
My
the day,
my
but I
license
remember
goes this way.
2000 and what was it?
I was in first grade.
18, when people could start serving in the military, and having been born after 9/11, I was
Yeah.
like, wow. That was the day I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's
That's all I
weird.
said was
That's
wow,
certainly
that
a
day.
weird thing.
Well, Steve, you have to drink the Bud Light Orange.
Oh, well, shit.
Yep, you
No,
gotta
I'm-
drink the Bud Light Orange because
I'm kidding. We
because
don't
of what?
have to do
It's
that.
warm too, isn't
It's
it?
warm.
It
That
is
would be-
room
Yeah,
temperature.
That would be
It is-
torture.
if not warm.
Yeah, no.
The Geneva Conventions prevents that.
That is a
Yeah.
war crime, actually.
Well, I speak for all of us, Stev. Thank you for coming.
Oh, well,
You're,
Thank you for
thank
coming.
you for having me.
Thanks
this
for
has
bringing
been-
the beer.
This has been an absolute delight.
One of them.
Has been.
You're gonna leave with some parting gifts, like your T-shirt that you're wearing and the beer that we were gonna
That
do.
I've stained already,
Yeah,
actually.
you stained it, so it's obviously yours. I can't.
But
keep
that
that.
stain is like a battle scar.
It's a
Because
it
you were
is-
on the episode.
It is
Like,
uniquely mine now.
like my sister, who's a loyal Chuggalo, has a shirt.
Shout out to Choi.
But she does not. She does not have any battle scars.
Oh, is
She
hers
was-
still pristine?
Well, even if it's stained, they weren't from the show.
Oh, they weren't.
They're just
Oh, they
stains that
weren't
she made
live
original.
stains.
They were just on her own. Maybe she was listening at the time, but
It's not the same.
it's not the same.
She wasn't there.
She was at
Church and
Alefest
bar.
last year.
Can I share this? I thought you were recording the audio channel and then you put it away. So God, I hope this is recording.
Yeah, I hope it's recording too. How would I have
Because otherwise
recorded the
we don't
audio
know.
channel? I don't have a microphone. There's no mic in my computer.
I thought you said there was a mic.
No, there's no
This is how
mic in
great
my computer.
the pre-production is.
I do have an iPad I can bring
Professional
next time that
podcast.
has studio
Well-
quality microphones in it.
We will have the second mic.
Yeah, we'll have the second
Probably.
mic.
Oh,
next time.
wow. 2 mics.
And then we're going to invite that guy, Mike. So we'll have 3 mics.
Mike
Yeah.
and Mike and Mike.
We'll have all
Yeah.
the mics. Eventually, it's just going to be 17 of us sitting around a table.
Yeah,
just
all
and
shouting.
Mike except
all
for
shou-
us.
Bunch
all
of
shouting.
dudes.
All
Just
shouting.
the biggest sausage fest ever. But
Yeah. Well, then, that's what we signed up for.
Richard. Get him.
Yeah, Richard.
Oh, yeah. He
I
Richard's
synced
here.
it.
Look at him.
I sniped him from
Yeah,
across the
in
room.
there. You
I
also
mean,
have-
in every church room bar, you have a good Richard.
You have a vagina now, too, though, don't you?
Oh,
No, I
Nice.
gave that.
You gave that.
That got regifted. I have.
Oh.
I have Nick Cage now.
Oh, Nick
thank
Cage.
you.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Things you'll learn soon enough.
Yeah.
You've cut.
I've heard those words before.
You've cut your quality.
Nick
That's about
Cage
it.
exists. He's also doing a movie where he's playing Joe Exotic.
Well, he stole the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah,
do you need to know?
they're making the third National Treasure.
And what's the treasure in that one?
I have no idea.
Me.
Well, there you go. There you have. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
Well, that concludes, I think,
yeah, episode 89.
episode 89. I think it
we
was
have
a
11
success.
more episodes until
the
100.
We turn to centurions.
Big.
I think we need
three
to
digits.
drink till we die on episode
Literally to death.
100. Just drink.
Cobra said Century Club. I don't know.
Century Club is 100 minutes.
Yeah,
that's what
100
it is?
minutes.
100
Okay.
minutes. I think we should do it.
That's not
Because
bad.
the
That's not going to be
Power
recorded.
Hour episodes have been received well.
It's another 40 shots.
I would get into that. Of beer? Yeah, you'll be alright.
Have you ever done a Power
Or should
Hour?
we've been talking about the mystery cooler.
I've done
That's
40
a
hands
long,
before.
long time.
I've done 40 hands.
I don't want to do
That's-
the 40
that's-
hands.
That's not
for
temperament.
that.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, we could have the new guy help us out with 40 hands. He
Yeah.
has to pull down our shorts.
He has to pull down the shorts. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can pee.
Is that in the contract?
Yeah, well, you're going to sign it.
Yeah. Well, we haven't made it up yet.
Off camera.
We haven't written up the contract yet. Bidding we'll have open bidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be fair.
It will. Trooper style.
Troopers. That's it. Episode 89. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Wow, cool.
We really appreciate Steve. Thanks for
Steve.
coming. Thanks
Wow.
for the beer, the review. You did it.
Thanks, me.
That's our second ever guest. If you want to be a guest on the Butt Chuck Podcast, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to be? Let us know.
Just be a loyal listener. We'll have
Let
you
us
on.
know when you're in
Every
town.
episode.
Let us know when you're close to Beaver Creek or any date.
Or you're only like 25 minutes away and we're going to start recording 20
if you're
minutes
25 minutes away or closer,
Yeah,
let
I
us
bet.
know, and we'll have you on the show. That's and even that doesn't mean that Chris or one of us shouldn't be here. Even if we're all three
No,
here,
they all get kicked out.
Fuck it. We'll have you.
We'll figure it out.
We'll have
I
a
mean,
fourth chair.
It's a big.
That's-
It's a big bar.
It's a
That's
big
it.
room,
Episode
yeah.
89. Thank you for joining us. Next week, episode 90. We're gonna have 90 beers. Bye, everyone.